Guys, I just want to say thanks for all the love that you've been showing us. We are extremely grateful. We had like over 100 subs easily in less than 24 hours. We had a whole bunch of comments, so thank you so much. And we're here with a brand new video just to share of how God is healing people in 2020. And we're not talking about the dibby healing, we're talking about
miracles. Miracles have been happening in 2020 despite COVID.
And you will hear all about it from the beautiful and the ever so fluent and majestic Christine Thomas.
Thank you guys so much for watching. As Babe said, we really and truly appreciate it. So,
where to begin? Well, it all started summer of this year.
Yeah.
A few months before we were supposed to, get married and everything.
Yeah, and a few months before I was planning to come home, and then COVID stopped it. But yes, also a few weeks before our birthday.
Yeah.
This happened.
Geminis, as you know, we are Geminis.
Yeah. So, alright, so
yeah, so where did it start? Let them know what happened.
I woke up one morning and the left side of my face was partially swollen.
We're gonna put that up on the screen right here so you can see it. Okay, I think it's up on the screen now.
Yes. It was partially swollen. I didn't really take it as anything big because sometimes when I sleep too long or I don't get enough sleep
because of school, college life.
Yeah. My face will be a little swollen, but nothing huge or nothing too evident. So I didn't really pay it any mind, and it went down eventually. So the next day I woke up, was swollen again, a little more than it was the day before. I still didn't pay it any mind. I was saying, okay, maybe I'm not drinking enough water. Let me try. Yeah, maybe it's allergies, maybe something bit me. So I was like, okay, let me take some DPH. For all you people who know what DPH is, yeah. Take some DPH and it will take care of it, right? So I did that and woke up the next morning and it was worse. This time I saw like one, like when a bump is coming out of your skin or it's getting ready to come out of your skin and there's that redness but it's not fully out yet. That's how it looked. Like a bump was trying to come out of my skin. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just a bump trying to come out of my skin.
Or a pimple.
So I was like, okay, that bump came up. Then I showed Babe and I was like, I don't know what this is, but I don't really think it's anything big. So I woke up the next morning and it was even worse. Under my eye was swollen. That bump was still there, not coming out of my skin. And another one came up like right here. Same type of bump, not coming out of the skin and just red.
So you went into panic mode?
Yeah.
On my face, my beautiful face.
A few days before my birthday. Like, what? So I was like, no, babe, something is wrong. What is going on here? So I reached out to a pharmacist and her husband is a doctor. So I told her what happened. I sent her pictures and she told her husband. We spoke and he recommended something for me. I got the cream and he said to use it for about 2 weeks and then see where that goes and then we'll talk. Used it and it looked like it was going away, right? But the next day it's like the bumps, the 2 bumps that were here, they came up back, and then more came down here, and my eye was even swollen than before. Like I could literally feel the swelling. I could hardly open my eye.
Yeah, I think we have a picture of that, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get that up on the screen as well. Alright, there you go.
Yes, and no, I was like, okay, what is going on? So I decided to contact a doctor that was
that you were able to see.
Yes, a doctor that I was able to see that,
so you contacted another doctor.
So yes, so I sent them the pictures, and they recommended for me to take a dose of something. So I went and got it, took the dose, waited a few days.
Nothing.
Got worse.
Getting serious. This is getting serious. Alright.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. And then no, the doctor was like, okay, come in to see me. So I went and I saw him.
So this is overseas, right?
Yes, all of this is overseas.
So is it like cheap, or can you just go and see any doctor overseas without, not being an American and, not having health insurance?
Well, yes, you can go see any doctor without being an American, but it's not cheap.
So,
if you don't have health insurance, it's definitely not cheap. So I have a lovely church family who took care of all of that for me.
Just putting that out there.
Yes.
So let's just start writing down the small wins and how God, had his way right through.
Yes, and that doctor is also a part of the church family. So
okay, so the doctor is a part of the church family that was able to facilitate seeing you at a reduced cost. And that, my friend, is what you call blessings upon blessings upon blessings.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what happened after you had the contact with the doctor in person?
So after that, he recommended something else.
No, a lot of recommendations, man.
Yes, so imagine that you don't know what is wrong with you, and you're getting recommendations upon recommendations
from
you're
pharmacist, doctor, another doctor,
and nothing is working, and you don't know why, and nobody knows why, and nobody knows what the problem is.
And it's not cute, because you see this face, it's radiant, it's beautiful, and imagine it with we show you the pictures, but imagine all those pimples and swollen and redness,
big,
not knowing, just imagine how she's freaking out, babe, my face,
yeah,
you still love me? Oh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about babe, you still want to marry to me? Because like I said, this happened a few weeks prior to the wedding, and she was freaking out. She was freaking out. I have to admit that, she was freaking out. But
yeah, I definitely was.
Thank God for encouraging words.
A wonderful husband.
And their friends. Big up all the friends out there that support their friends through thick and thin.
Thick and thin. Yeah. So the doctor recommended something else, right? And
you're not finger.
I was very hesitant, but because I was like, okay, nothing else worked, I was like, okay, maybe I should just try this. Right? Should I tell them what it was?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So it was steroids.
Steroids.
Like, I don't care what anybody says. Good steroids, bad steroids.
Just no steroids.
No steroids. Like, I don't care.
Don't need it at this point in life.
Yeah. No. Anyway, I still bought it with the help, of course, from my church family. I love you all so dearly. Yes.
Shout out to all the church families.
All the church families.
All right.
Yeah. So I bought it, and I was like, okay. By this time now, I had already told mommy told babe, you know, we were against it. We all were against it. But I'm not gonna lie, a little part of that, at that point in time, I was leaning toward taking it because I felt like, okay, wow, this is too much now.
Yeah, you've had enough. And I think, you know, we all can relate to that point where we're going through something and then, you know, it's just so hard and it gets overbearing and you feel as if, you know, you can't make it and you just want to try any and everything. Which sometimes, and I'm gonna say sometimes, it's just not the best way out. But because we're desperate, we go with it. So we completely understand and we empathize with you for feeling that way. Yeah, let's just tell them what happened next.
So was talking to mommy about it, and mommy is like, call your husband.
Yes.
Call your husband.
Good advice.
We need to have man of God pray. We need to let man of God pray about this.
Okay.
So I called babe.
Oh, backstory.
Right.
They were on the phone with some doctors from Jamaica trying to reach me, but I think I was on a work call.
Yes.
And I had missed the call, and then eventually, you know, they got through to me. And then the Jamaican doctors were like, you know, our medical qualified opinion is that, you know, she should go ahead and take it. You know, it's not as bad as, you know, the horror stories or maybe the media version of steroids and whatever. So, of course, you know, we are Christians and we're a religion based on faith. So, I was hearing the professional qualified opinion, but at the end of the day, you know, it just didn't sit well with me. It just didn't sit well with me to take the steroids. And at that point, it's not just taking steroids, it's just the amount, the volume, the cadence, like 6 times, 5 times, 4 times. And one of the other things that, you know, just wasn't sitting well with my spirit. So, you know, that day I remember it very clearly. You know, we were on the phone and my mother-in-law said, hey, you know, pray. This is your wife to be. You need to pray. And I was like, okay, let's pray. And while I was praying, as evidently as I'm speaking to you and you're hearing my voice right now, I heard the voice of God just say to me, say, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take some spiritual steroids, some spiritual injections. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And the spirit said to me, or the voice said to me, every time that, you know, it's prescribed on the medications that she got, all the times of the day and the number of times of the day that, you know, she take them, we're going to take the medication, but it's not going to be the natural steroids or what she got. It's going to be through prayer. So that was the instruction that I received from the spirit. No, you know, I didn't say anything while praying or after I was through praying with her mother on the phone. So I waited until, you know, we were alone and we were talking and I was telling her. But, you know, sometimes, like I said, the situation can get the best of us or the better of us. And so, you know, babe faith was completely, you know, at this point it was drained, and it was at a point where, you know, she needed that kick, that push, that, you know, that power talk to say, hey, you know, we can do this. So at the end of the day, I prayed, you know, I got the instructions. I let her know what it was. And she only needed to lift her faith. Thanks be to God, she did. And on the first day, listen to me carefully now. On the first day, we prayed. It was 6 times, then 5 times the next day, then 4 times the next day, then 3 times the next day, and so on until it was day 1. So within the first 3 to 4 days, I kid you not, her face was literally cleared up. It wasn't 100% healed, but it cleared up, right? Now, on the 5th and the 6th day, that's when it wasn't even noticeable anymore. It was completely gone. And we continued to pray because I was like, this won't just be healing, it's gonna be a miracle. it is going to even look fairer than it was before. You get what I'm saying? It's going to look better. And we prayed. And if you can look at my wife now, babe, stop blush. Why are you blushing so much? Jeez, blush, blush, blush. If you could look at her now, she moved from this to that. So. She moved from this to this. Yes, miracles from heaven in 2020. So we had to share, this powerful testimony of how God, 1, provided many ways, 2, gave instructions, 3, how we lifted our faith, and 4, how my wife got healing. So I want you all to just comment right now. Let us know if you have a story of how God came through for you or somebody you know. Just drop them in the comments right now. Let us know, let the world know, let YouTube know that God is still in the healing business, is the same yesterday, today, and forever.
So we would like you to tell us what type of faith was displayed when I was running low on faith gas.
She said faith gas. Okay guys, we want you to comment and let us know, what type of faith she had at the point,
At my low point.
At her low point.
Yeah. The first person to hop over to our IG page and message us with the correct
slide
answer.
In our DMs.
Will get a prize from the Thomas family.
And you like it, guys, trust me.
You love it.
Alright.
You love it. Especially for Christmas.